Hello, welcome to another episode of Riding in Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn,
And I'm Phillip.
and disclaimer, this book is hot garbage.
It's, it's hot garbage, I tell you.
Just kidding. So before we start, we met Jared Thorne at SPX this year. We talked to him for a while and bought his book, and he said it'd be okay if we told him it was hot garbage. So we're telling you it's hot garbage. And
Jared's great.
we talked to him for a while, and I don't think this came up in conversation, but he is from Richmond, Virginia,
He is.
like us.
Yep.
So, pretty cool.
And this book is, in fact, not hot garbage.
No, it's really good.
It is one of the better sci-fi books that I have read in a very long time. And it's a caper book.
I don't read a lot of sci-fi, and I enjoyed it.
Yes, it was very good.
What is it about, you may ask? So, Bridge Planet 9, this corporation has all these bridge planets that they go and steal resources from, basically. And so one of the characters has an idea that he wants to go and take back from this company that ruined his life. Is that a good summary?
Yep, that's pretty much
Without reading the back of the book, that is my summary.
That is pretty much it.
And so he gets a group of, I'm not going to call them friends, but a group of other like career criminals or whatever to help him. Like,
Heisters.
one of them has to get the ship because they're a pilot, and then the pilot's brother is the person that does like the security aspect of it.
Like electronics, turning off the cameras and bypassing security.
And what did the other guy do?
He was just kind of a brains type.
Yeah, so you have the brains, you have the eyeballs, you have the pilot, and then
you had the one guy who had this plan because he wanted to get revenge on the corporation.
Yeah.
Which the corporation was evil, but
he was not the nicest man either.
He was not very nice
either. Because I think he made money because he worked for this corporation, and then that money made him a bad person.
Right.
So there's a lot of interesting themes and conversations in this sci-fi book, which dystopian, that happens.
Right, and these bridge planets they use for space travel, right? So they're going out in space, bringing back ore to like Earth and stuff, and so these planets were like drop-off spots, but they could only use a planet if it was uninhabitable.
So
which
that's
is also
a big
an issue.
Problem because this planet they assumed was uninhabited, and they knew the schedule of when the supplies arrived, and the ships were unmanned, so they knew how they could hijack them and steal the supplies. But they get there, and there's other people. So problem number one is there's other people on this planet.
And parts of it is what is this corporation doing to get rid of these people on the planet, because they can't really do anything if there's people, but who's really checking on them? Because it's way out in space and nobody else can send ships there.
Yeah, essentially they think these people don't matter,
right.
That no one cares. And there's also a very interesting, I wasn't expecting, theme of family in this book, because the pilot and her brother, there's a whole issue there with the pilots trying to get their child back because their child got taken away for them being a criminal. Or, whatever.
Right. And she was turning her life around. So
yeah, she was trying to turn her life around to get her kid back. And then this people that they met on the planet was actually a guy that had his family, and they were trying to escape. So the people on the planet are just trying to survive, and then the corporation is
But some of the strife there is the people on the planet's leader has been fighting this chemicals and everything for so long that she's kind of lost her way too.
Yeah, she wasn't the best person either. So right. It's like
But she was driven to that because these people were killing her people, right?
Fighting evil with evil.
Right. And then so the family on the planet was a brother, a sister, and their mother.
Yeah. And they're trying to, so they're like, if I help you get the supplies that you're here for and get off this planet, then help me get my family off of here so we can survive. The art is in black and white, but it was very detailed. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. They
wear masks for a majority of it because of the chemicals on the planet. And
there's a lot of if you can read very deeply into this book if you would like.
Yeah.
You can take it on the surface as a standard sci-fi and enjoy the heck out of it. Yeah. It was really, really good. but you can also read a little deeper if you want in some of the symbolisms
Oh, so much symbolism. But I was saying with
going on.
the art and the mask, you can still tell who is who even with the mask on, because sometimes art, like, everybody looks the same. This, I felt like every character was very identifiable,
Right.
even when they were wearing the mask, and the masks were to protect them from the chemicals or
Right.
this evil corporation that killed people when
Yeah, it was trying to kill
the
people
sun went
with
down.
right.
It's like they had a curfew. You couldn't be out after a certain time. They made sacrifices. It felt very, at the beginning, it felt very like religious cult,
Yes.
because they're like, oh, we're sacrificing you
And
for our leader.
and that goes back to, I think, where some of the people that have survived on the planet from all of this
Yeah.
were kind of losing their way and stuff, because once again they were just trying to survive, and the only way that they knew how to survive was basically
Sacrifice other people.
they didn't know what else to do, right?
Yeah.
So it became very, I mean, it was very religious culture.
But it's very tense because, the people that arrive on this planet, they think, they're bad guys. And then the people that are arriving on the planet think the people on the planet are bad guys. Like, everyone
Right.
doesn't know anything about the other people. They have trust issues, obviously.
Yes.
So it's very fast paced, lots of characters. And then the end gives you a little sliver of hope, like a good sci-fi does.
Right. Yeah, there's a small time jump at the end. It doesn't really give you a really good idea of what the time jump is, but it's more than a few days.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least a handful of months.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not years. It's not a years time jump, but it is a small time jump that I mean, it's kind of left.
Yeah, but I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I don't read a lot of sci-fi, so I feel like that's telling you something. I think I liked it because of the other themes of, like, family and hope and survival. But I feel like that's always included in a good sci-fi.
Yeah, I think this one here, though, I think your sci-fi aspect of it is more of the ships, the type of technology that's being used, and, like, location.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I don't think your sci-fi aspect of this was groundbreaking, right? Like,
No.
He wasn't out.
That's nothing new. It's
he
the
wasn't
other part.
right. He wasn't out to sit there and design new sci-fi and push the boundaries of sci-fi. The story was basically steeped in sci-fi, but it was your standard sci-fi. It was the story of everything else that made it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've said sci-fi now enough that where I can quit saying sci-fi.
Sci-fi. This book is sci-fi.
Now I'm going to just start going, it's science fiction.
Oh my god. Dystopian. I mean, it could have taken place on Earth and just been a dystopian future for all we know. But it took place on another planet.
Right. Yeah, it was.
It was just an outpost for whatever.
Yeah, we don't really get an idea of what Earth is like in this at all. Like, we only really see Earth very small.
Mm-hmm.
Portion, so we don't really know what it looks like, because everything really took place on this outpost.
And the ship was pretty cool. This ship was pretty cool.
The ship was pretty cool.
What?
No, it's just,
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you.
I'm not a sci-fi person. I don't know what else to say. But if you want to support a local creator, an indie creator, Jared Thorne, it's from Richmond.
And who published the book?
It is published by Top Shelf.
So, and I do want to say, Jarrett was one of the best conversations that I had in a long time.
We were just being goofy.
It was just, he was being goofy, we were being goofy. It was a great conversation.
He was trying to sell his book by not talking up his book.
Right.
And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, just talking to you about what do you like to read? And we talked about Paper Girls.
Yeah,
we talked about other things.
Yeah, we talked about a bunch of stuff with him, and it was a great conversation, and it did lead into the hot garbage.
He just wants people to read his book.
And it was, so that was a funny conversation, because I told him, I said, okay, I'm going to read it, and the first thing I'm going to say about your book is this is hot garbage, and It is nowhere near that. It was an excellent book.
Excellent.
He is an excellent person to talk to. I can't wait to see him again somewhere and have more conversations with him because he was a lot of fun.
When he signed the book, he drew the planet and wrote "No parking."
That's not the planet. That's that electric ball.
Oh yeah.
The
orb.
the brother in it had the sister was the pilot for this mission, and the brother was the technician wizard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had this orb that he had basically reprogrammed that helps him break into systems and stuff. And it used to be a traffic orb.
So it only talks about traffic lights and stuff, but you
about halfway through
you figure out what it's trying to say. Like,
yes.
Your parking is expired.
Yeah.
Typically means there's an intruder coming,
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, it was really funny. Like the first few times you're like, I have no idea, but like he understood it because he programmed it, but he left all the language the same, even though he reprogrammed it to help him break into stuff. And then about halfway through the book, you're like, crap, I'm understanding this little robot orb when he speaks. Like,
I totally forgot about that, and I'm glad I looked at the orb that he drew.
Yeah, like I said, aspects like that was really, really well done. Like, it really was.
I'm trying to describe this other guy, the guy that shows up with a gun. They're like, why do you have a gun?
I mean, he's
good thing he had a gun.
He's just the guy that kind of helps through the missions, and I guess he's kind of the muscle. Yeah, is the way you're looking at him.
He kind of reminds me of oh no, I can't think of his name now.
Sure.
Anyways,
he was kind of like the muscles on the mission, and he was probably more the clear-headed. Obviously, he has been doing this for a while, and even though some people looked at him like he's just not the brightest, he was pretty bright.
But his experience,
correct,
is why he was there.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I'm bringing a gun. I don't know what's going to be on this planet.
That's right.
But
like, y'all crazy?
I really like the brother and sister. They were the highlights of the book for me.
Both brother and sister sets were really good.
Yeah. The guy that like started this whole thing, like the book started from his point of view, but it falters pretty quickly. This guy here.
Yeah. He's the one who put the team together to go steal all this stuff from the planet.
Yeah, because he worked for this corporation, and then,
Right.
Anyways.
I think like the chief financial officer at this corporation ended up getting busted for something, but they ended up blaming it on him.
Probably because he's the black guy. This is the ship. If you look at the
chart, it has nothing to do with it.
This is the ship. I'm just saying, that's usually how it goes. But I enjoyed it a lot. Bridge Planet 9 by Jared Thorne is published by Top Shelf, available where all books are sold.
Go to your local comic shop, pick one up. If the local comic shop doesn't have one,
tell them to order it.
They can order it for you. Yep.
They all have Penguin accounts. They can order this.
They can order it. That's right.
Okay. So, check it out. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.